Right. So, it's another splendid day in Ponyville, and Glimmer's so excited that she's doing her anti-gravity walk again, and she's all, yeah, and then this one time we had so much in common that he left and never talked to me again. And this guy's like, lady, you gotta bring another character with you for this shit. You can't just exposit all over my employees like that. Anyway, the exposition train is summoned, and hey, look, it's Mr. Over 30 and Never Gotten Dirty, and Glimmy's like,
it's gonna be so great spending time together.
You and me doing the stuff we like. Games, magic, fixing my childhood by proving I'm worthy of your attention. What was that last one? I wasn't listening.
Same old sunburst.
Nap, nap, nap. What? Nap, nap, nap. What? Nap, nap, nap. What? Nap, nap, nap.
So they end up in this antique shop where Wizard Boy and Princess Purple strike up a brief but passionate autism romance. Now, you ever had to sit through a couple of fucking nerds spurging out over some shit you didn't care about at all, and you... Actually, that's the wrong question for this audience. You ever been spurging out over some shit with one of your friends and there was another guy hanging out with you who didn't care about any of it and he wanted to blow his brains out the entire time? Well, Glimmy's that guy. And dude's like...
You don't have to pretend to like all this stuff.
And I'm like, yeah, that's true, buddy, but, you could just not drag her around and make her look at it, right? Excuse me. But she's like...
What? No, I do like it. I mean, if you like it, I like it.
So they get back to the Friendship Castle playset, and Glimmy's all, hey man, it's our favorite game, Dragon Faggin'. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, remember all those long summer afternoons we spent as kids just fucking around and playing this game? You used to go on about being a powerful wizard when you grew up, and I would always say how I didn't care what I did as long as we were still best friends. Those sure were the days, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Twilight, check out this ancient Ponish Grundle tickler. Anyway, it's a little later and dude's unpacking and Glamour's like, gee, Sunburst, I hope you're enjoying visiting me and spending time together. Fuck yeah, dude, I love spending time with Twilight. I mean, she's like a more developed version of you.
I see my vision burn, I feel my memories fade with time.
So he goes to sleep, but she's like, rise and shine, motherfucker. It's 2 in the morning. Who needs sleep when you have this much in cocaine? I mean, common. And he's like,
Do you mind turning around or preferably leaving the room so I could get changed?
why can't I see your dick? I saw it all the time when we were kids. Yeah, but this feels pretty weird when you're staring straight at me like that. What, so I'm not good enough to see your dick anymore? It's not like that, man. You're just really weirding me out right now. Why are you trying to hurt my feelings? Why are you trying to make an issue out of this? Just fuck off and let me change. You show me your dick right now, or I'm gonna go in there and find it myself. Is it okay that we're just trespassing on AJ's property and taking her apples? Anyway, Glim Glam's all...
Trixie, what are you doing here?
And Trixie's like, oh, just, not much. What's going on with you guys? So we get strike 2, and the desperate wails of Glimmy's dying inner child cause her to panic and break the seal on the mirror pool in a last-ditch effort to impress Homeboy here, and she's like...
If we made copies of ourselves, we could get a year's worth of hanging out over in one day.
Holy shit, Maud, how'd you get in here? I went in the back way. As long as you're gentle, the caves usually like it. I come here to relax sometimes. Oh, yeah, I guess because it's pretty peaceful in here, huh? Not exactly. You ever have one of those days where the stress of every responsibility and interpersonal problem you have combined with life's random impositions forms a massive pulsing knot of anxiety and rage in your chest that feels like it's either going to crush your heart or explode through your sternum, and you can't decide whether you want to choke the life out of the next person you see or just hang yourself? No, I wouldn't know anything about that. Well, if you ever do, that mirror pool is really useful on those days. Just don't throw the bodies back in. I learned that one the hard way. Wraiths are hard to kill. Anyway, it's strike 3. Wizard Boy talks rocks with Autism Horse, and our dejected Glim Glam retreats back to the FCP for cocktail hour. And she's like, Twilight Senpai won't notice me. He's noticing literally everyone except me. Also, fuck you and your antiques. Christ, man, it isn't even noon. Just deal with your problems like a fucking adult. Wish we could turn back time. to the good old days when our mama sang us to sleep. So Sunburst gets back and Glimmy's like, hey there, best pal, hope you had fun with Mod. Can you sign this in blood? What? Oh, just cut yourself real quick and sign right here, please. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? Are you kidding? It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. So he signs the pact, the ritual is complete, and he's all, wait, what's this? And she's like, I made the spell so we can go back to being kids again. Now we can do the whole thing over, and you don't have to abandon me, and I won't have to spend the next 20 years hating myself and grow up into an emotionally crippled husk of a person who has to waste her adult life learning basic lessons about social interaction. It's the perfect plan. So Sunburst just starts screaming and screaming and screaming, and then Glimmy's an adult again, and she's like, wait, what happened to my spell, and why are my friends wearing dragon costumes? And Trixie's like, actually, you're unconscious, and we aren't your friends, we're your inner demons. Your real friends found out what you did, so Twilight reversed your blood spell, and then had you tranquilized and thrown in the psych ward at Ponyville General. You guys look pretty gay. You're imagining us, so blow me. Anyway, why do you care so much about being friends with that neat man-child piece of shit? Because, like, I'm still tormented by the fact that he abandoned me when we were kids, and I've latched onto this idea that finding something we still have in common will prove I'm good enough to be his friend and alleviate all this lingering self-loathing, and wow, it's really easy to psychoanalyze myself right now. Because we're in your subconscious, retard. Man, this guy kickstarted the breakdown that ruined your life as a kid, now he's making you miserable all over again. Yeah, but he doesn't do it on purpose. Yeah, man, but it still keeps happening. Sometimes in the interest of self-preservation, you gotta put some emotional distance between yourself and someone, no matter how much you care about them. You guys are really helpful for inner demons. Well, you smoke a lot of weed, so we're pretty chilled out. Keep that coming, by the way. So, it's 3 days later, and Glimmy's 5150 is over, and she's like, sorry about tricking you into that old blood-packed second childhood thing. And he's like, you know, it's cool. It's about as much choice as we get the first time around, right? And she's like, you know what, Sunburst? I learned something today. I'll always care about you and think of you as a friend, but it's okay if we don't have anything in common, because you fucking suck.